Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me for the very last question, question 25, on the 2008 grade 7 Gauss paper. So, what have we got in store? Well, hopefully you already know, because you should have already taken a look at this question, given it your own try. But what's going on here? The sum of the digits of the integers 98 to 101 is a 9 and 8 for 98, 9 and a 9 for 99, 100 for 100, and 101 for 101. And we add up all those individual digits, we get 38. They're asking us to come along and do the sum of the integers from 1 to 2008. So that'll be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9, and then plus 1 plus 0 for 10, plus 1 for 11, all the way up to plus 2 plus 0 plus 8 for 2008. So there's going to be a lot going on here. Okay. So, well, one thing I note, we're counting, we're adding up the digits. Okay? Now, it doesn't actually matter the order of the digits. Think about that. If when I'm adding up ones, it doesn't matter if it's a 1 coming from the number 1 or from 10 or from 100 or from 111. A 1 is a 1. Okay? So, to break this sum down, there's lots of things we could try and do. One is we could start trying to find patterns. Another thing we could do is just say, well, I don't care where my 1s are coming from. I just need to know how many 1s there are, how many 2s there are, how many 3s, how many 4s. Because if we look at, say, from 98 to up to 101, if we could work out there were 3 9s, well, we don't need to know where the 9s came from. We just need to know there's 3 of them. That's 27. If we know that there's 3 1s, that's 3. If we know there's 1 8, that's an 8. And that gets you your 38. And then, of course, there's 3 zeros, but they don't really contribute a whole lot. Okay, so if that's going to be our mindset, if we don't care where the numbers are coming from, as long as we can count up how many numbers, we can actually go through this. I think it should be fairly straightforward, but let's go to our notepad and let's talk this out a little bit. Okay. So, how do we want to do this? Well, I'm just trying to think of the best possible way to organize these. So, I'm trying to think through it. So, the 1's digits are going to go 1 through up to 9, and then they'll hit a 0 for 10. And then then they reset. So we get sort of stretches of 1 to 9. And so how many times does it go from 1 up to, well, not 9, I guess, 1 up to 0 in the units digits? And then how many times does it go from 1 up to 10 in the tens digits and things like that? So I'm just trying to lay out my thoughts there. Okay, so for every 10 numbers, we run through 1 all the way up to, so we go from 1 up to 0, which I guess doesn't really make sense, but 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 0 for the units digits. Okay, so every 10 numbers, you're going to get this total, which, because I have a lot of experience doing math contests, I know is a sum of 45, but absolutely work it out. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 9 plus 0 is 45. So every 10 digits, so every 10 numbers, we're getting 45 from the units digits. Okay. Now, how about tens digits? So sometimes we get things from tens digits, sometimes we don't. I'm actually going to put the 0 over here. Now for every 100 digits, or 100 numbers, we go through 0, 1, all the way up to 9, 10 times for the tens digits. So, what is this saying? From 0 to 99, if we added up those digits, we'd have, well, that's 100 numbers. So we've got 10 groups of 10. So that'll be 10 copies of 45 coming from the units digits. And then we have one group of 100, so that'll be one copy of 45 times 10 from the tens digits. Because each of these numbers, 0, 1, 8, 5, makes an appearance with 10 numbers in this range. So like 5 is a tens digit exactly from 50 up to 59. So there's 10 5s coming from the tens digits there. So this would give me a nice way to add up all my digits. I suspect a similar thing is going to happen when we do hundreds digits. For every 1,000 numbers, the hundreds digits go through 0, 1, all the way up to 9, 100 times each. So this would be 45, but there's 100 9s, 100 5s, 100 3s. So this would be contributing 4,500. Okay. Now, I don't want to start counting the contribution of the thousands digits. We've done units, we've done tens, we've done hundreds. We could do thousands, but look at the numbers that we're adding up in the problem. We're only going up to 2,000, so we're not going to count 10,000 numbers. So what will we have? Well, we'll have... So from 0 up to 1,999. Let's talk about this for a moment. And why do I keep including 0? Because he doesn't actually change the sum. So, you know, adding 0 plus 1, like going back here and just saying 0, doesn't change the value I get at the end. And it just makes my counting a lot easier. So from 0 up to 1,999, that's 2,000 numbers. So that's 200 groups of 10. So that's 200 times 45 from the units digits. That's 20 groups of 100. So now we're counting the tens digits. So 20 times 450, and that's how many numbers are coming from the tens digits. And this is 2 groups of 1,000. So that's 2 times 4500. But there's also these ones. How many ones are there? There was ones from 1,000 up to 1,999. So that's 1,000 leading ones. So, what have we got here? Well, let's add up what we've got. So, sum of digits from 0 to 1,999. Yes, it should technically be a 1 here, but I'm just trying to keep consistent. Then the 0 doesn't matter. Is we get 1,000 from the leading ones. We get 200 times 45 from the units digits. We get 20 times 450 from the tens digits. And we get 2 times 4,500 from the various hundreds digits. Okay. So we can grab a calculator and we can calculate this if we need to. So 1,000 plus 200 times 45 plus 20 times 450 plus 2 times 4,500. Okay. And so right now my total is 28,000, but I'm not done. I still have 2,000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, and 2008. Okay. What am I going to do with them? Well, I don't need to do any specific counting trick. I don't need to group things by tens or anything like that. I've done the bulk of my work. Let's just count it up. So there's 1, 2. That's a sum of 3, sum of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So onto my 28,000, I'm just going to add 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I get a grand total of 28,054. Okay, is that one of the answers? I certainly hope so. 28,054, there it is, right at the end. So my answer is going to be E. And that wraps up our grade 7 contest from 2008. Up next will be the grade 8 contest from 2008. So feel free to try that one out if you're looking for a bit more of a challenge for grade 7. If not, if you just want to stick with grade 7 contests, I have already done several. The next one that I do, that I get around to doing, will be the 2009, so feel free to look for that and others. But until the next video, have yourself a wonderful day. Thank you for joining. Feel free to like or subscribe or anything else to indicate that you like these videos. And yeah, so long for now.